Today's video is going to be a catch up on what I've been sewing over the summer, so if you're interested in that, please stick around. As you might know, it's been a while since my last video. The last video that I filmed was actually in May, so I'm really sorry that there's been a little bit of a break between videos, but I've been busy and away and kind of panic sewing things to take on holiday as well, but I'm hoping that I can be back a little bit more regularly now as I get back into the swing of things. So yeah, let's start by catching up on what I've made. So I think the last video that I posted, I was starting to go through some of the fabrics that I had in my stash and talking about some of my plans for these. I can say that I have made sewn up a few of these items and a few of these fabrics. I've not brought everything here to kind of dangle in front of the camera. What I am going to do is insert images here or here, depending on where they space, of me wearing some of the items, but I have brought a couple down to show you as well, just for the fabrics. So I've sewn quite a lot since I last spoke to you. I've written myself a little list so that I can remind myself of what I have sewn. It does feel like a long time. I feel a bit rusty from this process of talking to the camera. So anyway, the first thing that I have on my list here was the Lucienne shirt. If you remember, I had that gorgeous neon double gauze by Reeta fabrics in my last video, which I got from Cloth and Candy, and I did sew that up into the Lucienne shirt. Now this is kind of a really simple shirt pattern. There's no collar stand, and there's no button placket, there's no kind of cuffs because the shirt's designed to roll up. The sleeves are just kind of simple rectangles that you attach to the body, so it really is very straightforward. If you've never sewn a shirt before and you really want to, I would recommend this shirt for just giving you that introduction to shirts. It comes in 3 different sizes, so there's not sizes, 3 different styles I should say. So there's a kind of a shorter length tunic, and then there's a full dress length as well. So I sewed this up in the double gauze. Now I don't know if it's me, but I think I might have stretched the double gauze a little bit, because there seems to be a difference between the front and the back in terms of length, and in the centre, if I remember correctly, on my version. It could be on the pattern. That's something that I want to go back and check. It's a really nice pattern for making in something like a double gauze, because it's really loose. So I went to Venice at the beginning of July and it was 30 degrees, and I was also in Southern California and Las Vegas in the desert as well, in kind of 40 degrees heat, and I did have this shirt with me, and the double gauze is nice and cool. I'll be honest, I thought I was going to absolutely love this shirt, and I do like the feel of wearing it, but I think there's a little bit of finessing. I'm not sure if I've made the size too big. I really want to try the dress length, and I tried to do things as well. So I added binding to the collar, like bias binding to cover up the seam, you know, to do some of those nice finishing touches to it. Anyway, I'll pop it in the photo, see what you think. I'm not sure if I just went too large with it, but then it's designed to be an oversized shirt, and I normally like that style. I do like it, but I'm not in love with it. I am, however, very much in love with the fabric. It's beautiful, it really is beautiful. and I've bought some more double gauze, which I was going to make some wide leg trousers from, and I ran out of time before the holiday, and I'm now thinking that maybe I should try doing the full length Lucienne or an oversized shirt using that, because they'll get more wear. I'm already croaky. I've only just started. So anyway, that's the first make. The second two that I want to talk about is a pattern that I've wanted to try for ages. When I first saw this pattern, I loved it on the sample that was sewn up, that's on the cover of the pattern, and this is the named clothing Reeta dress. Now, I'm quite short, I'm 5'2". This is a mid-length shirt dress, loose fitting, and it's exactly the kind of garment that that probably shouldn't suit someone of my small stature. However, I wanted to make this midi length anyway. It's a max dress drawstring in the middle, and when I saw the Artistic Vibrance Cotton Lawn by Lady McElroy that everyone was buying at one point, the kind of 80s print, and again I'll insert a photo of me wearing this, I knew that I had to try the Reeta midi dress with this. The Lady McElroy fabric is white backed, so I also knew that I was going to have to line the skirt portion of it, so I bought some lining fabric, but I didn't want to line the whole dress because it's a cotton lawn, and I like cotton lawns because they're breathable. So I decided instead that I was just going to line the skirt portion, and it actually worked out really well. I managed to attach it with the casing for the waist tie, the kind of rope tie inside, and I attached a lining to the bottom as well, so it's not floating around, and it works quite nicely, and you can't see through the skirt, so overall I'm quite pleased with that. But I still had this urge to make another one then from something more with more drape, and I was on Instagram one day browsing the the feed as you do, and Fabric Godmother popped into my stories, and she was showing this ex-designer viscose that I just had to have. It was in a number of colourways, and at the time my hair was a lilac colour. I'm in between colours at the moment. I think I was in between colours last time I spoke to you. I've literally had different coloured hair in between, and I've just had it cut, so I was waiting to see what colour to go next. So anyway, I had the lilac, so I went for the green shade, and I have got it up here. So this is the version that I made, and I brought this one down to show you. I'll also insert a photograph because I wanted to show you the drapiness of this viscose. It's absolutely incredible. It's got these beautiful leopards, they're not leopards, beautiful tigers on it, and some foliage, and I've done the belt tie, and I had these buttons already in my stash left over from something when I didn't have enough buttons, but I absolutely love this. I might have to sort the hem out, because when I washed it, the folded over sections have come loose a bit because I think they've frayed, and I really should have finished the hem before the skirt before I hemmed it. So I need to go back and do that, I think. But I can take a little bit of length off it if I need to. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and I floated around on my holiday in it as well, but I've been kind of scared of viscose. I saw one item with viscose before, and I found it really slippery and hard to work with, and I'd not been sewing for that long. So this time I decided to try again, and I actually found this not so slippery. It was fairly easy to work with. It's a little bit textured, and I don't know if that helps, but absolutely just a stunning fabric. I'm so pleased with this dress. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear it in autumn, if I can get away with tights with it, or if it's going to be really static, but I could absolutely live in this. And I'm not a big dress person, but I do like a shirt dress, but the floatiness of the fabric, I feel really quite glamorous in it. So so I made 2 Reeta shirt dresses. I think I will be making more. I know also that some people find the attaching the facings and the collar a little bit of a struggle on this. People aren't so sure. I've seen a lot of people make comments on reviews about the instructions there, and I was a little bit worried, but I found it quite straightforward. If you've made the Cali shirt before by Closet Case Patterns and you've done the burrito method, it's a similar method to that. So if you keep that in mind when you making it, I think that really helps. And I've made a lot of Calis now, so that's kind of my tip for that. I don't know if I could walk someone through it, but I can do it practically. So anyway, that was my, those are my shirt dresses, my Reetas. The other thing, or items that I made for my holiday, was I made 3 pairs of shorts in total, and they're all from the same pattern, and that's Chi-Town Chinos, that is by, I think, Alina and Co Designs. I will correct myself if on screen if that's wrong. I found the Chi-Town Chinos a lovely sew. What I did is I made a 12 of them to start with. Got the waist, well, it's not a waistband exactly, it's a waistband facing that you then stitch on top to look like a waistband. And again, I'll insert images of me wearing them. And then you add belt loops if you want to. Now I left the back pockets off mine because I was sewing them quite quickly. I don't need back pockets, but they're a nice feature. They've got pockets on the front, a fly fastening, but because you don't have to add that waistband on top, I think that makes it a little bit of a quicker sew. I love them. I've got the fit right. They fit really well. I was really pleased with them. I'm quite picky about shorts. I don't like to show too much leg and blah blah blah. So and these are the perfect patterns. So I first made a pair in the white and pink striped denim that was on my Sew 6 video months ago. So I was thinking at one point to make a denim jacket out of it, but I've made it out of these. I've made the shorts out of it instead. Love them. I made another pair from a See You at 6 fabric that I had left over from my Roberts collection. Not the dungarees, but the full jumpsuit, the blue with the black flecks, and they're lovely. And then I bought another See You at 6 fabric which has a kind of cheetahs and a kind of Frida Kahlo figure on there as well. So so I made 3 pairs, love all of them, worn them a lot, and I now want to get the expansion pack so I can make the Chi-Town Chinos in the full length, in the trouser length, because I've got the fit right, and trousers are really tricky things for me to fit because I've got a sway back adjustment. Yeah, I'm going to get that so that I can just whip up some trousers as well, some full length ones. I'm in the middle of making a pair of Morgan jeans at the moment, speaking of trouser fitting, and they've really given me a bit of a headache, but I've got there in the end. I made some mistakes. I'll talk about them in my next video. I think some mistakes with sizing, but I'm almost there now. So yeah, I made those 3 pairs of shorts. I also made some vests. Now this has been a little bit hit and miss. So I used the one of the tank patterns. I can't remember who it is. The Itch to Stitch Lago tank, I think. And it's a free pattern, which is great, and it's the kind of vest shape that I like. But I've actually realised quite recently, now I'm starting to think about fitting more, that I've got a narrow back, so sometimes things gape at the back, so I had to make a narrow back adjustment on this vest pattern. And I made a couple of iterations, and I mean they're wearable, but they're oversized, and my final version was made in this rainbow fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother, I think at the same time that I got the viscose for the Reeta. And I love this fabric, it's gorgeous, it's cotton jersey, but the mistake that I made is that, so I altered my pattern pieces for the back, and I sewed on the bands for the sleeves, and I didn't adjust them, I didn't shorten them, so I ended up with really gaping armbands. So and this is kind of last minute, so I was really sneaky, and what I did is I just cut into them at the armband and just took it off here with the overlocker, so it was a little bit of a quick hack, but I just took off the length and managed to get them to fit. I gave them a good press with a steamed iron first to shrink it as much as I could, which is a Tilly tip, I believe. So I'm not sure if I will make this pattern again or try a different one, because again, I've had a little bit of kind of fitting struggle with that. I'm not sure if it's still 100%, but I need some vests quickly made for holiday, and this was lovely. Look, sorry, that was my timer going off to tell me that my 25 minutes were up. If you remember before, I had the video cut off, so I don't want to do that again. So I was saying that I should tell you that I went on holiday. We flew into Las Vegas and out of San Francisco, and drove down to Palm Springs, and kind of up through California to San Francisco at the end. So I went through some really kind of hot temperatures, kind of 40 degrees plus on the Las Vegas Palm Springs side of things. So and it was quite a late holiday that we planned, so I had to sew quite quickly for this. So I made another of my Frankie Hack t-shirt dresses. So I made the yellow leopard print one out of the leopard print jersey that I showed on here, I think in my Sew 6 plans. That's another Sew 6 fabric ticked off from my stash. And I also had a dark blue jersey with pinks, black splatters on, and the pink ones have glitter in from Material Girl Laura. I'm sure I've shown that on here at some point, probably in one of my haul videos. So I made another one out of that. So basically what I did is I had the Tilly and the Buttons Frankie t-shirt, and because the Frankie tee curves out at the hips, I kind of just continue that and then come straight down and in slightly. So I've just made it kind of just like a jersey dress, not too fitted, so just to write again, I'll insert photographs. It's such a quick hack, and as I knew the Frankie Tee fit me well already, it wasn't such a problem then just to expand it. And what the good thing is that you get the different sleeve options with the Frankie. So I made short sleeve, but I'm thinking for winter you could do a long sleeve and extend the skirt as well, and maybe make it mid-calf for a bit warmer. Maybe you could do that in something a little, you know, like a thicker weight jersey. Possibly a French terry if you wanted that much French terry. But anyway, again, so comfortable, love these. The only thing that's missing is pockets, and I've been contemplating adding pockets into them. Not into the ones that I've made, but into the next version maybe, just to see how it looks, if it's going to look a little bit misshapen or if it's going to look okay. So that's another plan as well, but there'll definitely be more of those because they're so comfortable and really easy to make and very quick, because you can just sew it all in the overlocker. What else did I make? I made another pair of ginger jeans. So yeah, they were from the red salvage denim that I got from Abercorn's. Really reasonable. Managed to get them out of a short amount because I just bought what was left. I love them. They're a really nice pair of jeans. I love my ginger jeans. I love the fit that I've got on them. Yeah, really pleased. Watch this space for the Morgan jeans. As I said, they've caused me a little bit more fitting headache, but hopefully they'll be okay. And the button fly is easier, I think, to do than the zipper fly. And the final thing really on my list is I made Logan another Metro tee from the white bear fabric. So I made him the yellow and the blue and the black, and I made him some from the white as well. I've done a couple of makes, I think, for the Crafty So-and-So Bloggers Club as well since I've been off YouTube for a while, so I'll put a link to those below. I made a pair of leggings, and I also made the weekend bag as well, both of them my handmade wardrobe patterns. So I think that's everything that I've sewn over summer. I mean, pretty much everything was sewing for kind of holiday makes, which have got a lot of wear, and also things that are going to be worn afterwards as well. I'm not someone who just sews things for holiday and that's it. I mean, these 3 pair of shorts will probably last me now for the next 10 years. I've definitely started to make things that are more essential, like I've made a pair of ginger jeans, and I'm making the Morgan jeans because my ready-to-wear jeans now are really wearing out. My first kind of proper pair of ginger jeans are starting to go a little bit as well now, and I wear them all the time, and the reason they're going is because I wear them because they're the best fitting pair of jeans that I've ever had. So I'm thinking about practical makes, you know, so I need to make some more jeans. I'm going to make some more shirts ready for work, and I want to make some more like Breton tees, you know, stripy tees as well, because they're good basics. I've just got rid of a few that have worn out now, or that were and a couple that were early makes that weren't that well made, and also starting to go as well. So there are a few things planned. I've still got some nice fabrics to sew up as well from my stash. I've been trying not to buy a lot of fabrics. I did buy the viscose, unless I'm going to sew them up immediately, and sew things from my stash. I've got a couple of things cut out as well, ready to go. I'm still twirling the Butterick Gertie shirt as well that I showed, I think, in my last video or the one before. I've actually done a twirl version of that, had to adjust it, need to sew it back up again now. I've adjusted the pattern pieces. Again, that narrow back, adjustment. So there are things coming, and I'm sewing again. I'm starting to pick up where I left off. But yeah, it's been jeans making this week. So again, sorry for the silence. As you know, it's been a little bit of a tough year. And then I've been away in summer, just kind of been on a bit of an adventure. But sewn quite a few nice things, and hopefully you will enjoy the photos, and I will be back soon to talk more sewing. If there's anything that you do want to hear more about, whether it's sewing the Reeta or jeans sewing, tips for jeans sewing, I've sewn 3 different jeans patterns now. Let me know in the comments below, and I can create a video in response to what people would like to see. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. If you did like the video, as always, please press the thumbs up button. If you want to see more from me, please consider subscribing, and also if you want to be notified when my next video is up, then you can also press the notification bell as well. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and happy sewing. Bye!